Well, thank you very much, guys, and welcome to the 2025 Goshen County Fair, day one of some interviews with our local 4-H and FFA participants, Ryan Caith and Ron Kaufman. Glad to have you along this morning. And my grandpa Ron has rounded up a couple of 4-H'ers, and I'll let you introduce them.
All right, Ryan, thank you. First of all, we have Lingle Aggies rep. They just finished weighing their pigs, and we have Bristol with us and Blaze, and we'll interview Bristol first and see if she knows anything about her pig and about 4-H, etc. This is Bristol. Give us your first and last name. Wait a minute.
Now, try it again. We didn't have you on.
Okay.
Bristol Stone King.
Okay, Bristol Stone King. And you, how old are you?
12.
What club?
Lingle Aggies.
And who's your leader there?
Rebecca Frederick.
All right. She pretty good to you, or does she get a little ornery?
A little ornery sometimes.
Yeah? She makes you work. Yes. So tell me about your club. How many members do you have? Do you know?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of us, though.
Okay, and most of them from Lingle?
Yeah.
And so you concentrate on livestock, sewing, and all the projects, your club?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. What grade you in?
7th.
So are you going to be in the 8th, or did you flunk?
I'm going into 7th.
Oh, you're going in 7th. So you made 6th, okay.
Yep.
And I understand you rodeo a little bit.
Yep.
What's your area there? You do barrels, or do you fall off, or?
I do barrels, poles.
How do you do?
Pretty good.
Did you get to go to state? No?
Mm-mm.
Well, you have to answer. You can't shake your head. We're not
No.
we're not on TV. So, what's your horse's name?
Fox.
Fox? Is he Foxy, or is it a she?
She.
She? Is she
And then I have a rope horse, and his name's Peanut.
Peanut? Okay. So let's get back to 4-H then. Like you say, you take pigs. Any other projects?
Nope.
So give us your name of your pigs and how you thought of those names.
My pigs are named Rip, Lloyd, and Casey, and it's off of Yellowstone.
Okay, so you have 3 of them.
Yep.
And you weighed them today.
Yep.
Did you make weight?
Only one made weight.
So you'll show in feeder class?
Yep.
Yeah. And that show, tell us when the show is.
Thursday, I think.
Thursday in the evening,
Yep.
Because it's cooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me how you prepped your pigs. Well, let me ask you this first. Your market pig, what did it weigh? Your biggest one.
He weighed 245.
And how about the other 2 that didn't make it?
My mom has it written down. I don't know.
Okay, you forgot. But anyway, I don't know what they have to weigh for sure. Do you?
220, I think.
220 to make the market class, which sounds reasonable. So tell me how you got your this pig ready.
I just poured the feed to him.
What do you feed him?
I feed him 14% low fat.
Okay. Did you walk him?
A lot.
A lot. So tell us how you do that. Give the audience a little lesson.
Take a whip and you just tap them on the side.
Kind
Okay.
of steer them around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tap them. You don't beat them. You just
I
tap.
have before, trust.
If they make you mad. Yeah. So are you going to go in showmanship?
Yep.
How'd you prepare for that?
I just tried walking them and making them so they know like their positions when they're walking to the judge and stuff.
What's the main thing about showmanship between
Eye contact.
eye contact, and what about you and the judge? Where should your animal be?
In front of me. I don't know.
On the side.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
on the side of-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You always want to keep that pig between you and the
Yeah.
judge, don't you? Yeah, so he can look at it and
Yep.
see the confirmation. And in fact, talking about confirmation, we're going to test these kids today. What does the judge look for in a pig for confirmation? You know what I'm talking about, confirmation? How he looks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly, well, it honestly depends on the judge.
Yeah, it does a lot. But mainly, how do you prepare your
Their
pig?
muscle.
Their muscle. Okay, straightness and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let your brother kind of tell us too. This is Blaze. He's a little older, isn't he?
Yes.
Is he bossy?
No.
No.
I'm the bossy one.
Okay, the young one's the bossy. Blaze is a little older, and give us your projects.
So I am doing swine, and then I'm doing sports fishing.
Tell us a little bit about sports fishing.
So there's all kinds of things that you can do. You can do like a display of your favorite lake, and like me, I did a display of the power plant in Guernsey, of why I chose it, like because it's one of my favorite fishing spots and that stuff. And then people like to go down there to hang out, fish, and that stuff. And then you could do like a poster board of pictures of you, how much fish you caught, and then you can do like glass case of lures and that stuff, and then like a poster, and then you can make like a metal sheet or something like that of that, and you can make like a thing for science, see what like what gills are on
Yeah.
the fish and that stuff, and pretty much that's it. But this year I did a display to try something new.
Okay.
Is
So-
that newer? I've never heard of that.
Well, it is kind of, but this one I just did it for me because it's new for me. Because
Okay.
last year I did a poster board and a glass case, and then last year I got state champion on that one.
Cool.
Sometimes in 4-H, I think, I can't remember what we used to call it, but you can pick your own project, and that's a specialty. And this might be one of those projects, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can kind of pick your project, and they'll have some skills they have to do. What I'd like to know is, does he have any photos of large fish or small fish?
So on my display, I don't have any pictures because I just build like the power plant
Okay.
out of some arts and crafts and that stuff. But I should have put like pictures of what kind of fish are in there. And there's like catfish, walleye, rainbow trout, bass in there. And I didn't really catch anything down there before. But my new goal is to try going down there to catch me a new fish or something like that,
Okay.
like a walleye that I never caught before.
Yeah. So you know the different types of fish and supposedly how to catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you rely on 'em for food, or you have to go buy fish?
And it just depends. Sometimes I just catch and release them. I don't
Yep.
eat them or nothing because some
Good.
places I go, they get a little cranky about it. Like the rules, just catch and release because they don't want them people taking their fish away from the lake or something
So
like that.
give us some of the areas you fished.
Some areas that I've fished before, I've been up to Glen Rock, up at that power plant right there. And I've been up a couple of reservoir ponds up in Casper. And then here, I went down to the river. I caught like a couple little brooks and that stuff. And then I went down to Grey Rocks right by Guernsey. And I fished there a little bit. And I didn't really catch anything there. And then the golf course up in Guernsey, that's my top one favorite spots because
Oh.
I catch a lot of stuff.
Okay. So that's good. So now with this sportsman ship, I assume they interviewed you and judged your project.
Yeah.
How'd you do? Or do you know?
I don't know what I did, but the judge said I did pretty good. But the interview went okay. I kind of had a little mess up with it when I first started, but when I got used to it, then I got used to
So
it. So
kind of tell us about that interview, how some of the questions,
So,
etc. You have
some
to
of the-
sit down and talk to a judge,
Yep.
correct?
yeah, and then the one important thing is to give them eye contact. And some of the questions he told me are, what are your new goals of catching this kind of fish you never caught? And I said, new lures and new bait. And then he said, why did I make this? Because it's one of my favorite fishing spots to go, and it's a good place to go fishing and hang out with family. And then one more, he was like, what kind of fish there are in there? And I told him that there's walleye, rainbow trout, catfish, and bass in there. And then he shook my hand, and then he said, good job. So possibly tomorrow I might see how I did.
Okay. Yeah, they probably opened that up. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You interview and then they close it down
Yeah, but
until
then
the
they
next day or
judge it
so.
and then-
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you did well.
Yeah.
Also, Blaze, I understand you're an FFA,
Mm-hmm.
which Future Farmers of America.
Yep.
Tell us who your ag teacher is.
I got Grony, and then there's another one, Mrs. Juma. She's my agricultural teacher up in Lingle and that stuff.
Okay.
And then she taught us how to weld and that stuff. And then I signed up for FFA showing. Like, I could show my pig and that stuff. So I have one pig in FFA, and 2 of them are in 4-H.
Okay. So that's the rules. You can't show both in 4-H and FFA. You have to have separate projects for
Yeah.
each FFA and 4-H, correct?
Yep.
Correct. So what'd your FFA pig weigh?
I was pretty lucky. The weight was 220, but he weighed 238.
Oh.
So he made weight. And then my 2 4-H pigs, one did not make weight. He weighed 209. And one of my biggest pigs, he weighed up to 285.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
285 is a good weight. And you show, I think, Thursday evening.
Yep.
Are you going to be in showmanship?
Yep. Showmanship and market. And then tomorrow night, I have a show. It's for a first and second year thing.
Oh, the swine
program. Yep.
Just like the first year
Yep.
lambs.
Yep.
I hate to tell you, this old man started the first year lamb project when I was the agent in Goshen County. So that's a good program. Kind of tell us how that works, if you would.
What is it?
Your first year pig project.
So, pretty much, I just go to the meetings and I tell you what you should do in the ring and that stuff, and I just help you, give you some questions of what you should do, and then when you get out there, then those questions help you of what you're supposed to do and that stuff.
So do they buy a certain amount of pigs and then you pick from those pigs?
So it's kind of like that. So those 2 teachers, we went out to their place, and then they had a bucket full of numbers, and then
Yes.
they went to the pigs and wrote the numbers down, and then I got to choose whatever number. So I think I chose number 6, and then they'll let the pigs out, and you have to choose the pig of what.
Oh,
has
you
the
select
number
your
on it.
pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, yeah.
Very good. So that's an interesting program. And one nice thing about it is you all start at the same level, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're not real expensive pigs. And did they do well for you?
Yeah. When I first got them, they were a little wild because they were at a new home, but I got them all trained up, and then we put them outside with a thing of mud, so it calmed
Yeah.
them down, and then we give them a wash yesterday, and we brought them here.
Okay. So Blaze, how'd you calm yours down?
Mine?
Yeah.
I had a bag of marshmallows and a bag of crackers.
Uh-oh.
And I
Yeah.
was sitting in my lawn chair, and I was out there every day. And I just sat out there, and they just came up to me, and now they're like dogs.
So Bristol's probably their favorite.
Yeah.
And me, pretty much, I just sit in there, and then I give them these little vanilla wafer cookies, and then I just put them on my hand, and they come up to me, and so they get used to me. And then when they're all tamed up, then I get to do the whip training. I just grab my whip, rub them on the side so they know how it feels. And when they get, in like a week, then I show them how to, train them, and then
How to walk.
how to walk them in the shop and that stuff.
Do you use a whip or do you use I call it a bat? Where you have
We use whips.
We use
bats-
whips.
But
and
the
that
thing
stuff.
about it is that some pig skin can be like really sensitive, and using the bats with the thick, it can like put like bruises. Not like hard, but like.
bad bruises.
And when
so the whip's softer and gentler.
Yeah.
And-
And then, you can go.
Okay. And my dog, I about said my dogs. My pigs, I can just say piggies, and they'll just come running up to me because they know.
So you've got them pretty well trained.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good. That's
Yep.
good.
It's going to be really sad selling them.
So I didn't ask.
Sure.
I didn't ask Blaze. What's your pig's name?
So my 3 of them, I have Maverick, Copper, and Barbara. And one's a Duroc, and 2 are Hampshires.
Okay, tell us the difference between a Duroc and a Hamp.
So a Duroc has like a reddish color on them, a dark red color on them, and it's a different type of breed. And a Hampshire, they have a belt on them and that stuff, and they're all black, and they have like a white belt around them. They're like belted in it.
Okay. Okay. Neither one of you been in breeding?
No,
Pigs?
sir.
Okay.
I was thinking doing it this year, but I didn't really want to do it, so.
Okay. So your club meetings, are any of you officers in your club?
Yeah,
No.
we have
no.
what?
No, sir.
You're not.
Oh,
but,
well,
Oh no.
no.
But tell us who your officers are, if you can.
One of my buddies, Hayden Smith, he's the treasurer. So he tells us what's the amount of money that we have and that stuff and the donations.
And
And
then
we have the head one that starts the
that's
meeting.
Addie Teeters, which yeah, she's one of the head. And then we have Anna Frederick, and she's like the secretary.
Okay. So they all have responsibilities.
Yep.
And you have 10. Where do you meet?
At the community
Lingo
center.
Community Center.
Okay, so that's a good deal.
And then sometimes we would go do some like activities like clean up the highways down in Lingle and that stuff. Just, for fun and that stuff to help clean up the environment.
Yeah.
And then we did a pancake dinner here, and then all of our 4-H members helped together to do, clean up, feed the people and that stuff.
So yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. As I don't know if all the people, our audience, know, these kids have to raise money so they can go on trips and also do other activities, and that's basically what the pancake supper is. They either the council puts that on or the foundation. I think the council and the 4-H do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a little pancake feed, and all that money goes toward maybe state fair trips
And
or
maybe here to help with some stuff.
Yeah,
and
Pig
like
pens or something
and
like
like
that.
re-ramp, let's just say the goat barn, because one of the goat barns is like one of like the
Busiest place, like
Okay.
extended one,
Yeah.
probably.
so you help with that. And,
Yeah,
and you put some finance toward those type of things.
yeah.
So that's good. And also there is the 4-H Foundation, which is a lot of the older people that see the advantage of 4-H, and they try to raise money for people like there's many industries that support that program, and you see that in the paper. So it's a worthwhile organization, and like I used to tell my wife, I never did have an ornery or a bad 4-H member. They're always successful. FFA's the same way, Mr. Groney, and your ag teachers.
Yeah.
They help you out and teach you a lot.
Yep, and then they take us to trips too. Like I went up to Cheyenne at the community college, and then we did like a practice judging thing. We went around everywhere, judged cows and that stuff, sheep.
Kind of tell us about that judging.
So, when you first get there, we sit in the indoor arena, and then they would give us a piece of paper, and then they're all like different classes of like sheep and that stuff.
And there's 4 in the class, correct? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you place them.
Yep.
And then tell us about reasons. Kind of explain that to the audience.
So pretty much, let's just start saying like I went up to cattle and that stuff, and then
There you go.
Yep, we will go up to them, walk around, and then we will put them up to first or last place and see how they are, and then it takes us like 3 hours to do, and then we'll sit there for like 20 minutes, and then we'll switch because there's other members and that stuff still doing it, and then we would go up the sheep and do the same thing, and when we get done with that, we get a huge lunch break and that stuff, and after that, we would just chill out for a little bit, and then sometimes they'll show us the scores, but sometimes some kids went back to school and that stuff, and that's what we did. And then the next day when I got into class and that stuff, and then they'll show us on the board and how we did and that stuff, showing and that stuff.
So let's say you had a class of Angus steers, and you placed them 3, 2, 4, 1, etc. How do you start your reasons? In other words, you have to tell the judge why you placed them, correct?
Yep.
And why you placed them in that order. So kind of explain that to us.
So there is no judge there. They'll just have people holding it.
Okay.
And then they would have reasons why you put it there. Like, is there something wrong with their muscle, their fatness,
Yep.
and that? And then I just put them there because they have good fat, good ribs and that stuff, and good, muscle and that stuff. And then sometimes there's some good cows that don't really have that, and then I just put them for last, and then they'll show the scoreboard how I did that.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the scoreboard, I did pretty decent on that. And then
So-
the hardest one was sheep, because I'm not
Yeah.
really good at sheep.
Yeah, so you kind of have to know all your livestock and the conformation of that livestock, the muscle, etc. So, Bristol,
Yes.
do you judge?
Nope.
No. How come?
I'm not old enough.
Okay.
I will in 8th grade though.
Okay. So when you get into high school, I assume you're going to take FFA?
Yep.
That's
And
good.
high school rodeo.
Yeah, that's good. And
Cool.
it's good to be in both 4-H and FFA. So you have any more questions for him,
I
Ryan?
don't think so. You guys have been great.
Yeah, they've.
Seems like our 4-H program and FFA is building some good young people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And they're not failures. They're usually successful.
Yes,
So
sir.
we hope you're good in life, and tell your leaders to keep working with you.
Okay, we can
Thank
do
you.
that then.
Well, thank you guys. Good luck this
Yep,
week.
definitely. Thank you.
We'll probably have to come out and watch you show those pigs.
Let's see how they
Yeah,
do.
definitely.
Yeah.
We should.
Okay, well, that should wrap it up for this morning, huh?
Yeah, we
Want to
might.
go over the schedule a little bit so they can know when to come watch Blaze and Bristol show?
Yeah, we might do that. Like today, they're doing the weigh-in of the swine. These two kids just got through with that, and then the market lamb weigh-in and market goat and market beef. So everything's getting weighed, and actually a lot of activity tomorrow. They have the horse in the pavilion, the horse show, and then the dairy cattle show, and the first and second lamb. Then you have the swine project show at 6 Tuesday. That's first and second year, just what Blaze was talking about, and then costume contest, 4-H pocket pets, and cloverbud shows. So also, I think Ryan would like to thank our sponsors for giving us this program.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's always fun interviewing these kids all week long. Just a reminder, too, after that schedule, trying to look here, too. They don't have a link on here, but I know you can get it on GoshenCounty.org. Find the schedule there. We also have it on our website, goconow.com, so you can view it there. Would like to thank some of the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Brought to you in part by Bear Mountain Beef, Brown Company, Burns Insurance, Clark & Associates, North Platte Valley Conservation District, and Coxbill Company. And again, we'll be here all week long. Interviews at about 8 minutes after 10 a.m. and then 1:05 in the afternoon. So stay tuned throughout the week. We'll have more interviews with our local 4-H and FFA participants. That should do it from the fairgrounds this morning. We'll send it back to you guys, Chris and John, back at the studios.